It's a West Ham side that knows it's going to be tough. Tonight they're without Alvin Martin at the centre of the defence. Adrian Whitbread, formerly at Swindon, gets his first start. Matthew Rush has gone down with a virus tonight. Ian Bishop replaces him, and Tony Cottee is still suspended. Walsall, meanwhile, without the experienced Colin Gibson, who's injured, and Scott Houghton, who's cup-tied. Charlie Palmer returns to their defence, and David Mayhew to the midfield. Former Palace man Martin O'Connor is their skipper, and Kevin Wilson, over 150 league games for Chelsea, is a striker alongside the dangerous Kyle Lightbourne. Our referee tonight, John Holbrook from Ludlow. And where is there no building work going on these days around our football grounds? Here the old North Bank has gone, and a fine new stand rapidly is taking shape. They say it's going to be ready by Christmas. And a change of sport for the man with a moustache. Dedicated Hammers fan Graham Gooch. Good to see him here tonight. So it's Walsall in the red, white and black strip, who kick off attacking the goal to our left. And what a good spell they're having since the arrival of Chris Nicholl. And West Ham know it's going to be tough tonight. Harry Redknapp, their manager, saying that Walsall played really well in that first leg. And of course you only have to look back over your shoulders 24 hours to see what Mansfield did at Leeds and what a narrow streak Crystal Palace had against Lincoln. Here's Bishop in for Rush. Rowland up towards Lee Chapman. Wilson with a little touch there for the number 7 O'Connor. Marsh. Darren Rogers playing it down. Wilson. Quality player, Northern Ireland international, some 40 caps he's had. O'Connor looked as though he was going to shape up for a shot there, and West Ham needing to do a little bit of defending here, and Breaker then playing it long towards Hutchinson, who's caught offside. Redknapp, front of the picture there. Again up to Lightbourne, who's got terrific pace about him. His pass cut out there by Bishop. This time, as we well know, a wavery start to the season, but victories against Aston Villa, and a fine victory at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea on Sunday. Bishop with the free kick. Rowland had made a run down the left for him, but it's instead with Moncur. A little chip in by him, took a deflection. Lee Chapman trying to get on the end of this one, and across the face of that Walsall goal, so near to the opening goal that West Ham needed. Chapman doing very well there. The angle in the end was really too sharp for him. A strong challenge from Palmer. Narrowly missing the fast post. O'Connor. Whitbread with a header. Powerful one. Marsh. Breaker ever looking for that chance to get down that right touchline. Allen. Cross comes in. Chapman couldn't quite get the right angle on it, and it's a goal kick. Now by O'Connor. Here's Mike Marsh for West Ham. Down the line, getting Breaker into the action again. Whips his cross in, Palmer's there, putting it away behind for the corner. Moncur will take it. Marsh at the near post. Chapman also looking for that little flick on from the near post. Like that. Everybody waiting for somebody else. It was Hutchison who got there in the end. Rowland, who's got a terrific left foot on him. We'll also watch this with a good clearance, got up well for that one. Moncur just knocking it in again, and Martin Allen just over the top. One of West Ham's better moves, that one. Walsall have looked fairly confident and comfortable in defence for most of this first half. Moncur turning well here. Little cross in, and Martin Allen always likes to get into the box. That time the header was just too high. But the opportunities have been few and far between for West Ham so far. An outbreaker. Up goes Chapman, doing everything right, West Ham, until they get to the box, and they just can't find the pass or the bit of skill that's going to find a goal for them. Whitbread getting back very quickly under a lot of pressure from Lightbourne. In the last minute of the first half. Roland onto the unfavoured right foot that time. Connor to Mayhew. Wilson again. Oh, Lightbourne! Delayed his shot once, and right across the face of that goal. And that's the closest Walsall have been to a goal, and right on the stroke of half-time. They could have made life even more difficult for West Ham. Good work there by Kyle Lightbourne. A little dummy, and he held it up well. Wilson inevitably had a part to play in it. Lightbourne then slipping it across the face of the goal. There were two players there, but neither from Walsall could put it in. Up goes Bishop. Marsh. And he and Moncur get in each other's way. Worth chasing the keeper. And Marsh at least forces him to put it into touch. And really it's all about tempo now as far as West Ham. They've got to keep a high tempo game, try and panic an error out of Walsall, but also remain really secure at the back. And I think it's Kevin Wilson who's down, and the Walsall players a little agitated. And I think John Moncur, is it John Moncur who's got a problem? As he goes in there on Wilson, catches him late. That's going to be a yellow card for the West Ham number 10. Free kick then to Walsall. Rogers with it. Whitbread getting behind this one. Oh, ducks underneath it. And Lightbourne has a brilliant opportunity there for making the cup tie almost safe for Walsall. A mistake by Whitbread allowed it to go. Lightbourne snatched at his shots, and West Ham are saved. In goes Roland. Here's Bishop. West Ham, that's a good ball by Bishop. Allen chasing this one. Palmer started to come and then held off. There's his cross. Moncur playing it on! And West Ham, through Don Hutchison, have got level on aggregate. They've had a lot of pressure, but not really a cutting edge. And you always felt that Martin Allen would be at the root of it somewhere. Touched on there and finally knocked into the nets by Don Hutchison. His contribution has been quite marked. A little flick on there by Moncur and finished off by Hutchison, and West Ham start to breathe again. Hutchison, the little ball. Roland trying to keep it going. Chapman getting involved as well. It'll come for Bishop with it. No. Lightbourne. O'Connor's down injured at the moment, but it's West Ham on the attack with John Moncur. There's his cross. Hutchison, well, he didn't really get a firm touch on that one. Skated across that 6-yard area. Chapman couldn't quite get in on it on the far post. But they're beginning to make the odd half chance now, and this was perhaps a bit more than that. Good play by John Moncur. Turned his man beautifully, gets his cross in, but Hutchison didn't really get a firm touch on it with his head. Hutchison. And too high that time by Bishop. But they're really beginning to turn the screw now, West Ham. The last quarter of an hour or so, they've really started to carry this fight to Walsall. They've got the goal that mattered. They're looking now for a second one that would settle it without extra time. Bishop wide of the mark that time. Here's Breaker. Out. Moncur. Oh, that's a lovely bit of play by Moncur. Terrific shot by him. And it went straight at the keeper. Super bit of skill though by Moncur. Killed that ball superbly. Took it nicely into his path onto the left foot. Hit a powerful shot straight at Trevor Wood. Wilson. Still everything hanging on this cup tie. The break is on again. O'Connor playing it in. Wilson couldn't quite get onto it. Mayhew! That was a great chance for Walsall. So within 30 seconds we could have had a goal at both ends. Good play here by Martin O'Connor. Plays it in. Wilson couldn't quite get to it. Mayhew hitting it over the crossbar. West Ham's goal kick. Touched on by Hutchison. Palmer gets it back to his keeper. Rowland. Bishop. Rowland chasing. Chapman waiting in the middle there. It's a West Ham throw. That's a good shot, punched away. Chapman gets it in, knocked in though. And an offside flag. An offside flag. And the linesman and the referee right bang on the spot. And my feeling is there might even have been two players offside. Terrific shot here by Breaker. Knocked away. You see Martin Allen plays it in, but he's clearly in an offside position. Steve Potts puts it away to touch. Wilson again. Got to hold him up. Crossed in. Knocked away. Mayhew gets it across. My goodness, that was so close to what would have been a clinching goal for Walsall. Mayhew heading it across the face of the goal, and Breaker, I think in the end it was, who put it behind for the corner. They were in desperate trouble there, West Ham. There's Mayhew's header, and Breaker just getting in. Good jump by Whitbread. O'Connor. Rogers. Wilson's chasing again. But Potts did really well for West Ham when he was needed. So the whistle goes for the end of 90 minutes. We have extra time with the aggregate score at 2-2 after Don Hutchison's goal in the second half here has given West Ham a 1-0 victory tonight. 2-2 on aggregate. Here's extra time. Breaker. Hutchison. Forward again, finding Rowland, still carrying on with his run, but Rowland won't quite reach him with that chip. There's a little touch there by Moncur, and a shot against the post, and Moncur has scored a second one, and West Ham go into the lead in this tie now, 3-2 on aggregate. Turned beautifully. Hutchison rattling the post. Moncur following it up. Beyond the dive of Wood. Well, he's scored an important goal against Chelsea at the weekend. It's a really vital one here tonight. Chris Nicol knows that one goal, but at least at this stage, would still give them the chance of a penalty shootout. Up goes Whitbread. Here's Marsh. I knew it was going to be tough, and it has been. Moncur's done well for West Ham, though. Crowd appreciated that. Breaker into Allen. Hutchison outside him. There he is. Finds Bishop. In turn finds Moncur. A little chip by him. Marsh is on the end of it. And it's another one. No, did he? No, miraculously that must have stayed out. Oh, that was incredible. It looked a certainty that Mike Marsh's shot had gone over the line. But the linesman was right on the spot. The referee looked to him. No goal. Well, West Ham still this one goal ahead, but they thought they'd got another one. When Marsh did so well, he lifted it over Wood's head. Went against the post and actually never crossed the line. Rowland. Bishop, Allen, is it out again to Keith Rowland, down the line to Moncur, Marsh, Hutchison, Hutchison's cross. Lee Chapman will get on the end of this one possibly. Oh, great save by Wood from Moncur. Some unselfish play there by Chapman as well. He set Moncur up brilliantly for that one. Excellent goalkeeping by Trevor Wood. Inside the last 2 minutes. Another good piece of play by the keeper there. Keeping Don Hutchison out, who caught that as it came over his shoulder on the volley. From Breaker's cross. There's Hutchison. An excellent piece of goalkeeping. Good pictures. The last seconds of extra time now. Oh, a lovely back heel by Hutchison. Martin Allen with Lee Chapman waiting in the middle. Goal kick. Chapman looking daggers. He made a terrific run. So too had Mike Marsh as it happened. But over the top it went. Goal kick for Walsall. We're playing time added on now at the end of this period of extra time. And West Ham just need to remain secure for a few more seconds to go into the draw for the next round of the Coca-Cola Cup. Potts. Rowland. Wilson. It's not a lot yet, he says, but now Potts takes that expertly off his foot. Referee looks at the watch. A lot of credit to Walsall. They've played really well here with a lot of defiance tonight. But the winners are West Ham. 2-0 on the night. Don Hutchison and John Moncur, their scorers. It means they win 3-2 in this Coca-Cola Cup tie on aggregate and go into the draw for the next round. The winners tonight are West Ham.